Hi everyone, Harris here with iDownloadBlog, and in this video we're taking a look at around 17, 18 tips, tricks, and generally how to use your Apple Watch Series 6. Here I have it in the new blue color, and I actually did a video quite recently talking just about the blue color, so I invite you to check out that if you are considering it. But if you have an Apple Watch Series 6, here's a bunch of nifty things to know about this watch, as well as watchOS 7 in general. So starting out with number one is that this watch does have faster charging. Now I've seen some reports that say that you must use the new charging cable that's included with your Apple Watch in order to utilize this faster charging, about 20% faster charging. But actually you can use any generation charging cable for the Apple Watch, as well as the standard 5-watt charging brick that Apple doesn't include with this Apple Watch, but has included in years past. So you can use your small, cheap 5-watt charger for this Apple Watch and any of the Apple Watch charging cables from Apple, as well as pretty much any MFI charging cable that you can get third-party as well, and it will give you about 20% faster charging speeds on the Apple Watch because the Apple Watch takes advantage of closer to 5 watts of speed versus the older Apple Watches. So that's good to know for faster charging with your Apple Watch. Now secondly, in conjunction with the Health app on your phone, you can actually set up sleep tracking. Now to enable sleep tracking mode, you just go into Control Center on your Apple Watch, and then you go down and you click the little bed, and that will put your watch into sleep mode, which is very similar to the theater mode, which basically turns off the screen from auto waking, so no matter what you do, it won't turn on, puts it into do not disturb, and then a very dim display, and you can see what it looks like there with tomorrow's alarm and just the time and date. And then you use a digital crown to wake it up. And with this on, if you have it set up in the settings on the watch, it will actually record your sleep and give you all of the data that it collects from that. And so you can see those settings here on the watch app. So sleep is a great new feature with watchOS 7, and with faster charging on the Series 6, it should be something that's more manageable to do on a daily basis. And then when you're done, you just turn off sleep mode and you're good to go. Now there's also the new kids mode or student mode, which is called school time, which you can get to again from Control Center. And this is mainly for the Apple Watch SE. So if you're giving this to a kid, they can put it in this mode, puts a do not disturb, a simple display, and limits a lot of the applications and actually limits you from leaving the screen at all. So this is a great feature for kids so they don't get distracted with their Apple Watch in class. And again, turn the digital crown to get out and exit. Pretty simple. Next, so the Apple Watch Series 4 brought the ECG scanner, and of course the Series 6 has that. So if you go into this ECG app, which again it looks like the little heart scan there, and you have your watch on your wrist, and then you hold your finger to the digital crown, and you can get your ECG reading. And you hold it there for about 30 seconds and it will give you your data. Next, on top of ECG scanning and blood oxygen, you can also check your VO2, and this is a really good measurement of physical and cardiovascular fitness. So to get into this, you actually go to the respiratory settings in the Health application on your phone. And once you go into respiratory, you can see VO2 max up at the top. And you can see how my VO2 has dropped off since my marathon, but you can see there your settings, and this will use data from your watch and different workouts to test your VO2 max, which is a great data point to have, especially if you're a runner or a cyclist or more. Next, so Apple now has a hand washing feature on Apple Watch with watchOS 7. Now, it might be more annoying than the Breathe app, unless you actually use the Breathe app, but basically when your watch detects that you are going to be washing your hands, it'll give you a little timer for 20 seconds so that you know that you are washing your hands for 20 seconds, and this is, again, just a general health but also a COVID thing to try to get people to be a little bit cleaner. You can find the settings for that both on your phone but also in the settings on your Apple Watch. Next, so notifications are different now with watchOS 7. Unfortunately, you no longer have the Force Touch where you could hold down and get the little haptic feedback and then clear all your notifications like you could before. Pretty sad that Apple actually took away a cool feature. So instead, if you want to clear all of your notifications, you have to scroll up to the top and click Clear All, and then it'll clear all of your notifications, and then you don't have any left. Next, if you have a watch face that you really like and you want to give it to somebody or share it with them, or somebody asks for your watch face, you can actually share your exact watch face with the same compilations to someone else by clicking the little share button down in the bottom. And then you can choose a contact and create a message and send it. Next, this is a feature that is actually really cool in conjunction with your Mac. So if you go into the privacy settings of your Mac, you can edit the settings and allow your Apple Watch to unlock your Mac. So if you have a Mac, definitely turn that on so that whenever you are near your Mac with your Apple Watch on and unlocked, you can unlock your Mac as well, which is a fantastic feature to have. Now, one thing to note is that you do need to have a passcode on your Apple Watch in order to make this work on your Mac, because then anyone could just take your Apple Watch and also unlock your Mac. Well, next, if you hop over to General in your settings, you do have the ability to have screenshots on your device by holding down the two side buttons at the same time. And it takes a screenshot and it sends it to the Photos app on your iPhone. Now, just keep in mind that this will still work with the play and pause, or the start and pause on different workout apps. So for instance, if I have a run going and I do those buttons, it'll both resume the run and take a screenshot. So just keep that in mind. So previously, Apple wouldn't let you change all of your move goals, and especially not on the watch itself. But now if you go to the bottom of the activity app, you can click change goals and you can change both the move goal, but now you can also change the exercise goal, which you couldn't before, and then the stand goal as well. So maybe you're someone that only needs 1 hour, well, I guess the minimum is 6. So you can go down to 6 hours standing a day and up to 12. So you can't be an overachiever with the stand goal. All right, next is a tip I've given before in different videos, but I love this tip. So if you go into your control center for the Apple Watch, you know that you can make your Apple Watch ping, or your phone ping, I should say, using this control. But what you might not have known is that you can actually make the flashlight go off as well if you hold it instead of just tapping it. So we will hold it, and you can see that it did flash there. Now with the Series 7, you do have an altimeter that can work at all times. So if you go to any watch face that you want, you can change the compilations to include the altimeter, go to compass, and you can choose elevation as a compilation now. So you can have real-time elevation data right on your watch face. Now, a brand new watch face that you have now is pretty cool, and this is just a kind of an interesting one. So you can go into the count up watch face, and you can get a timer or a stopwatch within that. So you click on the little toggle right here, and then you rotate the digital crown to choose how much leeway you want, and you click start, and you can see a timer is going there. And you can see elapsed time in here, so that's a pretty cool watch face that you can have there. Now with Siri on the Apple Watch, you can ask for translations. Translate pizza into Russian.
In Russian, pizza is pizza.
There you go.
Pizza. Pizza.
Very nice. Now you can also have multiple compilations from the same third-party application on the watch, which is something you couldn't do before. So if you have an app that you really love, you can do multiple compilations from that same app now within the same watch face. Now with a map, you can get cycling directions when you are going somewhere, which is new for watchOS 7 and iOS 14, which is super handy. But on top of just getting your cycling directions, you can also ask Siri to give you cycling directions if it is available in your area, and not every area has it. So I could say, give me cycling directions to Harvard University. And it's not always available, but when it is available, it will pop up. And finally, there's a pretty cool new camera compilation for your Apple Watch. So if you go into the C section of compilations, you can find the camera remote. So you can start the camera viewfinder just from the watch face, which is pretty nifty. So you can see that. So those are my tips and tricks for the Apple Watch Series 6 and watchOS 7. As you can see, I didn't talk about the Blood O2 monitoring, as I am having issues with that because of the beta software running on my iPhone, but I'll talk about that in a future episode. Anyway, thanks for watching.